Welcome to this program, called Activity with the UK. Let's get started.
Current United Kingdom policy. The United Kingdom is a constitutional monarchy based on a parliamentary democracy, divided into four constituent countries. The United Kingdom is a unitary state with a partial devolution of powers to Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. The monarch is at the same time the head of the Church of England. Her Majesty's government or cabinet exercise executive power. British Parliamentary is the legislative body of the United Kingdom and it oversees territories that only have parliamentary sovereignty. Brexit remained one of the main issues at the political level, with the transition period coming to an end on December 31, 2020.
The Parliament of the UK, of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, commonly known as the British Parliament, is the supreme legislative body in the UK. Parliament was formed in 1707 after the ratification of the Treaty of the Union between England and Scotland. This is in Westminster, London. Only Parliament has legislative supremacy and absolute power over all other political bodies in the UK and its territories. At its head is the sovereign Queen Elizabeth II. The Parliament is bicameral as it is made up of the House of Lords and the House of Commons. This division of House was established in the year 1341. The Queen is the third component of the legislative. The House of Commons. Its formal name is the Honourable House of Commons of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. It was created through the Act of Union. It is called the House of Commons because it represents the communities and subjects of the crown. It is made up of 650 representatives. They are elected by direct universal suffrage for a maximum period of 5 years. It is based in the Palace of Westminster. Legislates and controls the finance and action of the government. The leader of the majority party in the House of Commons usually becomes the Prime Minister. You can request information from the government about your actions. They consider through debates, new laws, and modification of existing ones, policy control and authorization of government expenditures, to be able to give a vote of no confidence to the government. The chamber is divided. The House of Lords, named after the most honourable spiritual and temporal lords of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, meeting in Parliament. It is upper house of the UK Parliament. The members of the House are not chosen by means of elections, dividing according to their right to be a part of the House in spiritual lords and temporal lords. The spiritual lords are 26 bishops elected for prestige and long ecclesiastic carries with the Anglican English. The temporary lords make up the rest, the majority being members with not hereditary life rights appointed by the Queen with the advice of the Prime Minister, formally the right to be part of the House of Lords at the Bar. Lords was exclusive hereditary, but currently by inheritance they are just a small portion. As of March 2020, the House of Lords has 788 members. The Lord Speaker of the House is
the House of Lords. The House of Lords has 732 members, 87 more than House of Commons, which has 646. The Lord Speaker is Baroness Francis de Souza. Lords requirements. The parties may not be members of the House of Lords. 1. Foreigners. 2. Children under the age of 21. 3. Those convicted of treason or felony, sentenced to death or imprisonment for more than 1 year. 4. Those that have been declared bankrupt. And 5. Those expelled from the House of Sped when the Crown has guaranteed them a padrón. Powers of the House of Lords. 1. Provide comments on draft legislation. 2. You cannot modify or reject them permanently. 3. They can reject a bill when extension is requested. 4. In case of national emergency. And 5. Of the 5-year term for which members are elected by the House of Commons.
Temporary Lords. Hereditary peers of the UK. They are the holders of the noble titles that give the right to a seat in the upper house. The temporary lords make up the rest, the majority being the members with non-hereditary life rights, appointed by the Queen with the advice of the Prime Minister. They are created by the Crown on the advice of the Prime Minister. This faculty has been an instrument to reduce competition to the Lords for the benefit of the Commons. Lords of Appeal. They are appointed by the Crown to perform the judicial functions of the Chamber. In total, there are 9 and they retain the right to be members, even when they resign from the duties. Lifetime couples. They were created by the Act of Life Partners in 1958. Said legal instrument empowers the Queen to confer the rank of Baron throughout her life to any citizen, without the title passing to her descendants. The Act of the Union with Ireland in 1800 provided that 28 representative peers of Ireland would be elected for life to represent the Irish peers in Parliament. When the Free Irish State was established in 1922, no procedure was foreseen for such representation. Spiritual Lords. The Spiritual Lords are 26 bishops of the Anglican Church who are part of the House of Lords, as long as they carry out their ministry. The Archbishops of Canterbury and York, and the Bishops of London, Winchester, and Durham, are always parts of the House of Lords. The 21 remaining seats are occupied by other bishops who enter according to an order or precedence. Now we're going to play True or False. You will have to answer the following 5 questions with a time of 5 seconds.